Hi guys, welcome back to CP Mom and Daughter. I'm so glad that you are here. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching and following and all those things. Today, I want to continue the conversation of it takes a team to raise / care for a person with a disability. And I don't want to be negative about it at all because I have been super blessed over the years, whether that's been my parents caring for me and just the different people that have come into my life to help me along on my CP journey. And now seeing my wonderful husband not only help care for me and my son, but also now our daughter who has spastic diplegia, so a more severe case of cerebral palsy. And I just got done reading Johnny and Ken, which is Johnny Erickson Tata and Ken Tata, their book, their love story. And it just reminded me how encouraging it is that when you're looking to the Lord for your guidance and direction and for leading, even when a disability affects a marriage or a relationship, it can be a blessing. It can be this beautiful thing. It's not this hindrance or this burden or this hard thing. Yes, there are hard times. There's no doubt about that. But when you're looking to the Lord and seeking his guidance and direction, excuse me, and everything, it's just a breath, a breath of fresh air. Here, put a mint in and see if that makes a difference. Yeah, maybe it's taped. So I guess I specifically wanted to talk today about how my husband has been such a blessing to me and my daughter on both of our that mint helps. How he has been a blessing to both of us on our cerebral palsy journey. He has done so much. Now, does that mean that he does everything without complaining? No, but I don't expect that. Who does everything without complaining? The Bible says we should do everything without complaining, but we are human, we are sinful, and so to expect him to do everything without complaining would be unrealistic. But he's willing to get on the floor, change diapers. He's willing to help get Missy dressed, bring her downstairs, put her in her standing frame. And this isn't just stand her up against the wall or whatever. This is a standing frame that's got straps for the feet, straps for the knees, straps for the lower waist area, and then straps for the upper body. It's a process. Now Misty has come a long way and can kind of help you put her shirt on. But other than that, she still wears diapers. So he has to change her diaper. He has to put her long socks on so that her braces don't cause red marks or hurt her in any way. And when you have a child that can't sit up on their own, it's just extra work. It's and some of her weight is dead weight because she's not able to compensate. She's not able to help with that. So he not only does that, I do not drive. Because my vision gets worse when I'm under stress and everything, I've just chosen not to drive. that is something that my husband has said yes to and has been okay with, even when we were dating. The words that came out of his mouth was, "It's okay, I'll drive you everywhere." He has held up his end of the bargain. Now, there's days when he might not want to do it, but he still does it. He still steps up to the plate in that way. He's the one that carries Misty to the car, puts her in the car seat, buckles her in. I usually get the wheelchair pushed out the door, but he's the one that folds it up, puts it in the trunk, makes sure that we have the tray, takes the kid to therapy. It's just a lot. Now don't get me wrong, every husband, every partner or whatever does their part and is doing a lot of work. But you have to remember, or if you don't even know, you have to think about the fact that caregivers, their bodies are wearing down so much quicker than the average person. Okay, because you're lifting, you're toting everything around. Like the diaper bag has diapers and extra clothes and has, you know, braces in it or therapy things, just things that most people wouldn't have to think about on an average day. But he is willing to do this, is willing to serve in this way. And as believers, we know we're called to that. But it's just amazing to see it lived out. And just the love and the care that he gives to our daughter, that he gives to me, that he gives to our son, it just blows my mind. And he doesn't have these expectations that other people might have had of, well, why don't you just walk? Or why don't you just stand up? Why don't you just do this? No, he has taken her, he has taken me and said, okay, we'll figure it out. We'll do this. He has driven us to multiple appointments, therapies, whatever. And I just wanted to make this video and podcast to bring people aware to the fact that it's important that if you see a person in a wheelchair, a person using a walker, that you not ignore them, that you engage them and have a conversation with them, but also look to the person that's behind them. That person is probably used to being in the shadows, following them around, doing all the dirty, yucky stuff. They need friends too. They need love too. They need encouragement too. I've heard people talk about how they have one child in a wheelchair and their other child is totally able-bodied, but even the able-bodied child's relationships are affected and are different because they're siblings in a wheelchair. That's ridiculous. We need to make sure that we're looking at everybody and saying, you are made in the image of God. I'm going to get to know you. We are, you know, I'm going to be there for you. Be a listening ear. Smile. Play a game with them. I have found that having a disability myself and then having kids with disabilities can be so isolating, can be so lonely. And yes, part of it is us needing to make the choice to go out and do and stuff like that. But it's a lot of work. So I encourage you that if you see somebody with a disability and if you see the person behind them, have a conversation with both of them. Get to know both of them. Smile at both of them. Be an encouragement. Because you have no idea when the last time you talk to them. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what challenges they're facing or just what they might need to hear. So that's just something to think about. Think about the caregivers. Think about the disabled. Think about what challenges they might be facing and what different things that they have to go through on a daily basis. And think the person that is saying yes to being the caregiver. If you're the one with a disability and you have somebody helping to take care of you, do not take it for granted. Make sure that you're thanking them. Make sure that they feel valued. While they're taking care of you, ask them about their day. Ask them if there's anything you can pray for them about. Be there for each other. Otherwise, we're adding to this culture of isolation and loneliness, and it's not a good thing. So, if you see a caregiver, smile at them, encourage them, let them know they're doing a great job, and just be a light in this world. We'll talk to you next time. Bye. God bless.